with a little bit of bedhead and, hold up, what's going on? I think that's better. It's better. All right, welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight to divinely intervene as needed for my high skirt. The high skirt. All right, we're gonna do things a little chill here. You see, there's redness in my eye. I don't know what happened. It just happened in the last, like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So left side. This is oh wait, first off, this is Gifts Unlocked by To the Inner Wild, Season 2, Episode 6. Your divine ho ho ho's delivered. All right. So it's the witching hour, 11:19 p.m. And I presume that this may last over an hour. So this is going to be my Christmas one. On the left side, using the, I think, Revelations Tarot, the energy card I have here is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Da, 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 da. And that is, that's a player card. Recipient side. And I think I might be forced to talk about this, but let me put on some lipstick before I do. Lipstick and earrings. Because on the right side, pairing with that on the energetics is Ten of Swords. It's a player trying to go in for an absolute kill, you know? And, I get this here. Getting it. It's morning there? That's crazy. It is. The night is young here. Well, how are you? Yeah, so, you know, things could be better, but I think things are, you know, how do I say it? Receipts are still looming with, you know, divine judgment rollout. So, like, I think what set the, like, the energy bound over here is that, like, how do I talk about this here that without being, like, so, like, yesterday about it? Well, this is something that just happened. I asked, oh yeah, definitely. The inspiration of my channel, behind my channel, is growth. It's growth. It's development. It's personal discovery. It's exploratory. It's engaging in art, from energetic to energetic and lingo to lingo. So here we go. All right, so yeah, I wanted to see what was up for the schedule of seeing my son for tomorrow, and this doesn't fall out of the patterning at all. And I got you know, I said, can I pick him up this time and then drop him off at this time? I got a yes on that, and then a few hours later they said, "Oh, changed my mind. I made plans. I made plans with him. You are not to see him tomorrow. You are not to see him until it is your court-ordered turn. I'm tired of giving concessions and etc." Like, what is it? Oh my gosh. And you're just gonna have him for dinner tonight, and but we're with and tonight only, and I'm not gonna swap days with you, so you can't see him at all tomorrow. The next time you can see him is, you know, the next time, you know, what is it, next week. And and so it came to the point where he also put like a time limit, otherwise you're gonna be met with cops. It's like, oh my god, what are you on, dude? And so, oh, well, thank you very, very much. So, this is where this comes from. Like, I I did my usual selection, like, and these came up. Somebody who's acting like a juvenile player on the recipient end. That's what was on my inbox, and then it was actually far worse than what I'm telling you right now. But and this is me using the gray rock method. You know what I mean? That's crazy. It's crazy. It's streets up in here. So anyway, this is like in for every way that they could possibly, you know, come at me. And I don't know if I'm gonna post like the texts that I received onto my page. I just like it's the same old shiz. Like somebody's looking for some kind of like attention, and dude, forget about it. Forget about it. We move on. So I had to hustle in figuring out what to do for today. Yeah, I had to like to hustle like within a few hours to get my Christmas figured out, like complete. uh for my kids today, rather than having, you know, a bit more leeway. Yeah, but you know, I like I said, if plan A doesn't work, then there's not just the saving grace of reworking the plan to B, C, or however it does, however many tries it is to make it happen. But I did not fail at that. I um like dinner was good, you know, presents and all of that, and you got it like figured out. And I mean, the Grinch that stole Christmas is a story for a specific reason, but with the Grinch there was a turnaround. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what happened over here, but thank you. All right, so now for the header cards, because so those are energies, okay? Let me see here. Okay, so in transmuting between the energy and what I lead with, the header cards, what transpires here? So, boop, 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is it? What is it? 7 of Cups in reversal on the recipient side, and 2 of Swords on the doing side. So, this is like choosing to, out of the many options and how I could respond to that energy, like, it should be effortless. Like I shouldn't be going back and trying to set an example for someone who doesn't want an example, you know? Um who cannot be moved by an example. And so I've tried that method before. And so going back and saying like, great, I'm glad you have plans with, you know, our son. Um could you try not to be an asshole, you know, that kind of energy. You know, there's many ways to go about that, but the best way was just to bail out. Like that's the one cup that was good, the holy grail, and just like instead of saying holy shit, holy grail, and just move on, just, you know, block that off. So I don't know. I mean, this is supposed to be season 2, episode 6. Your ho ho ho, your divine ho 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 delivered. And so I think that's what it is. Like when you're serving papers, including energetic paperwork, it's just like it's done, you know, delivered. I am that much closer to freedom. We're not doing a room tour. No, I thought about it. Like a sharing is caring, but then occultists are just crazy with stuff. So what you see is already a lot. All right. All right, so what should I convey? I mean, your divine delivered. What is this? It's, I mean, that was the correct title for this. Strength in reverse. Okay, so what is this here? Okay, so this is identifying any like weak spots. I don't think there's anything that I did that was wrong in order to receive that kind of feedback. I mean, had I asked him a week prior, or a month prior, or like it's still the same thing. If somebody decides to flip the script and change their minds all of a sudden, there's no what do you call it, um there's no possibility of um placing this in court and for mediation, or a final formal word on it um before Christmas, before the day of. There's nothing that exists really in order to, you know just so you just at that point you have to believe in karma. I have to believe in my contacts that they're gonna figure stuff out. um and I don't know, I mean, okay, we're gonna use this deck right here. Book of Shadows Tarot as below. Okay, daily activities here. So part of this stuff is like identifying the weak spots, just all right. I wasn't one of them in this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. Let's elaborate on the strength card in reverse. Maybe this is about inner strength rather than having to prove it to anybody else. No, there's something more to it, so let's elaborate. Magician card. And Two of Cups in reverse. Oh yeah, this is like doing away with the weakest links. Yeah, doing away with the weakest links. Not the ones that just do you like the utmost disrespect, and do not do you justice, but that are weak on their own. Whoever they link up with, it's gonna be weak. That's what that is. That's how much emphasis that energy brings to, as an offering to anybody. It's the weakest link. So just doing away with that. So your divine ho 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 delivered. That is the truth. Okay, what fell down there is, oops a daisy, Two of Wands in reverse. So there's other things to discern out of this. What is this? Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. What's that? I think there are plans underway. Like this is not just to be determined or to be continued. There's something about it where I don't know, there's a bigger meaning to this particular one. Let me go ahead and find out. Okay, clarify the Two of Wands in reverse. This one? Yes. Queen of Swords. Okay, this is it. So I'm speaking the truth here, but what... Okay. So, this is, okay, the removal of two cups. That means that there's more space. So, what does that mean as far as, we can leave that space open, of course, for a sense of aeration to the overall atmosphere, or, it does have the ability to house something else. So, there's something more to this. Let me see. More on this. Okay, so I'll just select this one. Or no, this is the one. Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. All right. So in doing away with the weakest links, this is not just a matter of extermination, um, uh, but like, how do we proceed in order for this not to occur again? Not to have like the same energy represented by another face or by another entity. And I don't know why. I mean, this is supposed to be like a Christmassy type of feel. Um, maybe I'll get there. Maybe it'll get there. Um, but Nine of Cups in reversal is a mark of understanding what doesn't make you happy. And I think this is, again, another precursor before another batch of energies come through. Because even as I was out and about trying to get like a couple other things together, I noticed that people were coming in like close to me, trying to bump into me, trying to walk behind me again. And like they were not interested in the things that I was looking at. They were interested in getting closer to me and grab onto my energy and whatever was like, whatever opportunity they could. I could tell this is not your average whatever. And so, as I was leaving home, I also noticed, I could see physically that there was an energetic disruption on my playlist. I could see that that showed me proof that people were trying to like mess with my auric fields. Oh, there's more here. Um, you asked how this thing works as far as first you DM me, you email me. DM or email me if you would like a reading. That way I can give you a set price so that I'm not just so that our expectations are aligned. And that's usually conducted either by written or pre-recorded, and sometimes live reading. The prices are different between when I do a live reading, live public reading, and your you know versus when it's just one-on-one. But an in-person reading is priced differently because that's my energy live. I have to actually go and do a meetup to do that, and that's obviously more. So we can start at what your inquiry is, or the ballpark of what um, your interests are, and then we can go from there. Um, yeah, but thanks for asking. I mean, thanks for your interest. um, so, Queen of Swords in reverse, or upright with the Nine of Cups in reversal. All right, so yeah, before people can, I mean, there's no compromising on having to on seeing the red flags as indicators, so that there's no further replicas of that kind of energy that we just did away with. I'm not interested in replicas, memorabilia of that energy. I've already done away with that. So, all right. So this is talking more about the freedom aspect than the transmission of like goods or services. Here, okay, Two of Pentacles opened up to the Ace of Wands. Okay, so things are in balance. Okay, this is actually together these two depict something that's very fertile. Yeah, this is phallic energy right up front. Yeah, definitely. Is it virility? Mm-hmm. Um, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, so this is healthy. This is like projecting basically a healthy sex life in looking at covering those bases. What does not make me happy. And these are not just preferences, um uh like how I like things done around here. This is there's more flexibility in that than anything. The prerequisites are like there are certain things that are non-negotiable. Like I will not stand for somebody who um I don't know. I don't even want to give an example on that, but it'll be start clear. All right, moving forward. This, they said move forward with this. Okay, interesting. Thanks. You'll catch on. You're only supposed to catch on to what what you're meant to catch on to. Okay. Here. Okay, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Okay, what does this mean? Okay. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Oh yeah. Okay. So I've been through a many a battlefield. Yeah. So this is not just knowing my magic, but also confiscating the wands of those that have disrespected me. So some can view the 5 of Swords in upright to be like winning at all costs. But here this is more like the one up. Like I didn't want to go into war. I was just being myself. And if somebody wants to like make it a competitive thing, then damn straight I'll go ahead and I mean this is kind of like disrespect to my energy. Like I didn't enter here to go into battle, but that's what you made it. So I will definitely win, and I will take your power along with me. That's what it's showing me right here. So not only am I free, but I'm able to deliver as far as like I told you so. I told you so. Or now I have more firepower, more mojo in order to um bloom in other aspects of my talents. So I'm able to show up better. I'm able to show up with more, is what I'm saying, to future and better prospects. So, what else do we want to note over here? I mean, I expected that kind of behavior once he doesn't get what he wants. I mean, this is a good signal for telling me basically that things are actually moving in my direction as far as justice is concerned. He must have been caught with something. He must have like had to deal with some kind of legal aspect having to do with something that he didn't want to um, um, be exposed about. He must be losing credibility with his contacts, or even the person that he may be currently trying to, or the people that you're just trying to like knock boots with. Or maybe like I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities, and within that patterning of fault that I can iterate, but it's like that's not my life, you know. Let's just confine it to his. And so yeah, that's probably why he's, you know, throwing a tantrum and trying to be as mean about it as possible. Like this it's gross. It's gross. So anyway, let's move forward. Okay. Bye. Oopsie, wrong one. Okay. Actually, I didn't remove the wrong one. Excuse me for a second. Here, next one is the Empress card in reverse. Yep, so it's just being objective. Again, I can't invest in any of that. I'm too good for it. I have a collective that a better collective that I'm representing now, or better collectives that I'm representing now, and we're above that. Like, we're above that pay grade. So, you know, just peanuts for, you know, whatever. Anyway, again, here, 7 of Swords in reverse, no BS, Knight of Pentacles. This is bringing in truth. This is bringing in, oh, this is also bringing in the Tower moment. There are certain decisions that shall be made. Like, this is energetic. This is not just energetic disturbance, but this is energetic evidence of I don't even want to call it toddler behavior, because my kids as toddlers were good kids. The circle of friends, like the family friends that were more like adopted as or fostered as like family friends, kids, when they were toddlers, I couldn't even call them brats either. I don't even know what, like, so uh anyway, let's move on. Can we change the topic? I'm gonna change the topic to something else. Like, what have I delivered here? King of Cups and Page of Wands. So, internal, external, well-intended, ill-intended, inner circle. Okay. Okay, so this is very specific. Okay, so what have I delivered? What have I brought in? Maybe who have I influenced, or who is about to influence me? This is an energy that is very creative. It is an external energy. They are well intended. They do want to start something. There are multiple things like creeping and crawling all over me that indicate prosperity. And so when a producer notices that, which is very much a producer type of energy, look at this. So look at this. This is somebody who's highly creative, conducts healing practices, often affiliated with music or some form of artistry. This is with the Page of Wands here. And this is also, this is well, this could be two different energies, like me and then that's them. This could also be very well the same energy, meaning that this is like a composer, like a producer. This is the Page of Wands. They want to start something. They're holding you know, the conductor's, you know, stick thing. So they create things. What do you call it? They compose things. They are a producer. So that is the energy that I have not only influence, but also has a very high likelihood to influence me. They're also very good with children, which is great for starters, because it's one thing to be good with children, like on a fly, because some people have scripts over that, while they can, you know, have a certain facade and not really be those kind of people. But this one is a kind of composer that inspires other younglings within his own field or her own field. So that's, do you know how that's very telling? To do that, like, this is a, how do I say this? You can tell that there is no facade with this energetic, because not only do they see like opportunities, like what depicts uh fertile, what do you call it? Like ventures. How do I say it? I don't know. That's not really how to say it, but someone who is like basically crawling with opportunities, but like to ins to facilitate the growth of younglings within his or her own field, like somebody who has a facade would not be doing this because the younglings would be perceived as a threat to oust this energy out of like the industry, and this is not what I'm seeing here, so this is good. It was a good joke for sure. I was I was this close away. My thumb was this close away from Xing you out. And I was like, oh, that works. That works. All right, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is this is very good. This is celebratory. I need to have some of my coffee that I made. I made it rather late, so yeah, I did good. I didn't give up for today. I didn't give up to, you know, the change in plans. And hold on, I need to put some, I think my eyes like bulging out a little bit. I need to put on some Visine or something. Much better. Okay, give me a second. Refresh. Okay. Do it one more time. Okay. Done, done, done. All right. All right. This reading kind of feels a little boring to me. I mean, this is stuff that I already know. Yeah, I'm having a better day, you know. Seeing other like philosophers and you know, like on my feed talk about like how it's better to live life in acceptance that things just happen. Hold on real quick. Sorry, I need to check something. I don't know. I think I want to swat this thing, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if it's one of my favorite flies. You know, I don't know if it's... Is it my favorite one? I don't think so. Let me examine it. No, that was a baby mosquito. Where do I put it? Okay. Ah. All right. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it feels kind of boring. I want to get something else. Okay, tell me something good. Can I change the subject? Because I'm kind of bored with this topic. For real. Thank you. Yeah, another granny knitted it, and I met the lady. She was so petite and sweet, and yeah, I was lucky. She basically wanted to give it to me because only what is it, artisans know from like heart to heart whether or not you appreciate it and like how much and so like to what degree. And at least for me, and at least I can speak also from the other lady's perspective, you're more willing to give something more freely to someone who holds it just as precious, you know? So um, when you know it's time to like depart with something, and you want it to be in um, non-abusive hands. Someone that has, you know, very capable of TLC and, you know, that kind of energy. Okay. The Sun card in reversal. So, everything is being seen at this time. Yeah, it was just crazy. Like, should I talk about it? No, I don't need to. It's I'm ready for new times ahead. Better. Okay. Ugh, what is going on here? It doesn't itch, but there's like, I think there was dust in my eye. What? I don't know what you're talking about, but you can go to the exact part of hell you belong in. Oh, oh gosh. I'm getting better at that. Okay. So, everything is seen. Okay. All right. Your Divine Ho 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 has delivered Season 2, Episode 6. Gifts unlocked by To the Inner Wild. Strength, upright. 8 of Cups. Okay, so my my pull-out game is getting stronger. Stronger and stronger by the minute. You see, like right behind the 8 of Cups was the 2 of Swords, which is like putting on blinders and leaving, which means that I'm not, there's no capability of looking back. There's no interest in looking back. I have preset the conditions as to what I am capable of doing and am not capable of looking back at this heinous BS. So this is kind of like hitting the books. Like these are manuscripts, these are future stories to be told, these are to be written, etc. And so this is just taking interest in one's own, and that's it. Period. And when, like, as a word of advice, yeah, as a word of advice, if you are trying to flee like heinous like hexes, like evil eye, what do you call it, warlock energy, coven like gang stuff, BS, the best thing to do is to relieve your focus off of all of that stuff and hone in to what you are interested in. Forget about what the readout looks like. This is an act of transmutation that alleviates you from that kind of grip, that kind of control, any of those bindings. And that has worked well for me. Like, I'm speaking from experience, but also from those that have done me wrong before they started to really do me wrong. So and, you know, the benefit in being, I guess, having certain associations, even by dialogue, just minor associations, even to people who are like into the occult and coven or whatever. Even if they walk the like dark path, the left hand path, they will still let you in on um how do I say it? Certain methods that work. But how do I say it? That's only if it gives them current leverage, you know, as long as you are kind of like close to them um and you're like super green, you have no idea like that they're taking advantage of you and they're using you as a pawn, you're an energetic pawn. They will let you in on certain secrets so that like certain methods, because it's automatically amplifying them or protecting them, um, through your own levels of protection, you know. So it's like protecting one's own assets. That's how they look at you. Yeah. So anyway, that's how I learned about this, and then in practice I um you know, whether or not I was prompted by that energetic or not. I mean, I just took that and ran with it, and it worked. Yep, transmute the energy. Period. I'm just removing any energies that are like, ew, gross. Get out of here. Get out of here. We gotta cleanse our energies. Let me put up my hair a bit. It's feeling a little hot right now. I don't know. Oh, Merry Christmas. It is now Christmas time. Where's my... Oh, here we go. All right. Getting there. I don't even remember what that was. Constantly changing. Anyway. Getting there. All right, so, give some luck. 5, 2, 3, enter. Whoa! Season 2, episode 6. Your divine host delivered. Okay. All right. What else? What else you gotta tell me, All right. This landed at the top of my paperwork. It is the Queen of Pentacles in reversal. Internal. External. External. It's ill-intended. Okay, so this landed at the top of my, like, financial paperwork stuff, and my sewing machine. So it looks like somebody's trying to craft in something like mess with my finances through a third party type of energy. I mean, I already got wind of that like a while ago, but this is actively in play. So it's like they can't be it's harder for them to be discovered. These energies are the gold digger energies. Yeah, yeah, so those are the gold digger energies. So your divine ho-ho-ho's delivered. Has delivered. Okay. So sometimes like delivering receipts, delivering proof, is kind of like it works out on its own. People are caught red-handed. Again, in the still waters. Like I'm just chilling over here. Then you see the disturbance over there. Um, mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I think this is the beautiful part in looking at records and the stillness of how everything energetically transpires. Like for me, not having or let's say like, okay, let's just talk outside of myself here for a second. Um so it doesn't sound so like cookie cutter, like, oh, that was yesterday's story, because this can happen to anybody. So let's say you're low on finances, you decrease spending, um and this shows for all of the accounts that you have in place. um and it shows that whenever you do have an influx of money, it is fueled out to um your most considerable chunks of payables, and then so you're brought back to like ground zero again for however long. And so that transpires. Okay. And then so but then you see like this weird thing happening with one of the accounts, and it's not customary to what happens in their usual processes. um and so like things are easier to be like figured out from that end. um yeah, I mean there's other things. I mean that was just like a simple view of things, but it goes further than that, um what is it, what do they call them, forensic accountant? Um, yeah, so things are working themselves out. And it's like, oh, why is this getting handled like this? It doesn't make any sense. And then, like, how do I say it? Um, I think it's probably best that I don't know all the details there. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Um, yeah, let people work within their own specialties to figure that stuff out. In the meantime, I'm supposed to enjoy my holidays. Um, uh, I think we're gonna have a warmer day than forecasted for tomorrow or today anyway, because I started working on the weather patterns when I was out, and I did see the clouds significantly push back, and so I'll probably work on that tomorrow continued and see how that progresses. But I started too late in the day to see more of an impact, but I was shocked at seeing um how um how much progress I made so far. Anyway, Page of Swords in reverse. This is internal. I think there's a part of me that is angered by these energies, and so there's a fluctuation of its base being well intended and fluctuating to certain frequencies of being ill intended. Yes, of course, like there's a part of me that wants to put these energies to shame, on top of what they already have incurred. Of course, I would like to put these energies behind bars for all the illegal things that they've done. I do have this inkling of like this impression that there are recording devices in my home, set by a variety of people, but more so like this is the kind of um I mean I'm pretty certain that my ex and at least one of his friends had installed some like even as an accessory to this installation in my home, um something that like taps on audio and visual, and also on my phone. So I just know because there are certain times that I would get, gosh, there's so many signs of it. But I think while he was still living under this roof, like, should I even talk about this? They said yes. Under this roof, like, I think this is a time where we had changed over. Like, I opted to sleep on the couch, and this was like anywhere from 6 to 8 months, and I was like, fuck this, like, I pay, X amount as well, and like, I'm on the title of the home, so like, I deserve to sleep in my room, in my bed. And so when I decided to start doing that again, he decided to leave the room and opt on sleeping on the couch. And from there, like, things got like far worse with tampering to my car, because he was closer to that level, tampering with food, tampering with um like just the house in certain ways. um what was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, so when I would have adult time, when I would have adult time for myself, um, I, what you call it, um, behind closed doors, obviously, um, like the very next day, he would talk shit to me, saying how much of a slut I was, and all of this, like, it was just showing a lot of sexual frustration. And I was like, I don't even understand even where that came from. I was so silent. But there are things like that where I would have certain conversations with people on the phone, or like with my kids, and then, like, not even like 10 minutes later, he would say something like on a text, or that was relative to that. And so it was way too coincidental with all of these measures, and just people that I would meet randomly that would that came off as though they saw things that they shouldn't have. You know what I mean? This is before working in establishments. um and so, like, I just know that certain things, like, let me see what has transpired for sure, because this is like things that I wasn't formally told. The wheel, this X. This is showing me that, like, all times of the day, all seasons, that this was transpiring. No, that I'm correct. That's enlightenment. That's awareness. Around the clock, around the seasons, like, um that there was, like, there's something wrong with electricity also in my house. Like, certain switches don't work, all of a sudden. They haven't worked for a certain time period, and, like, he refused to, like, fix it. Oh, that's the way it's supposed to, that's the way it's like. And then I could see, like, I remember coming home from my job at the time, and not an establishment, like a regular job, and I could see, like, certain things were replaced in, like, the faceplate of the light switch was, like, the crackling, the grout or whatever has been removed, or is, like, jutting out a little bit further than usual. And some were short circuiting, and it was just, there were certain things that he did, so I could tell there was stuff happening there. And, like, and so I think what he's done is he recorded some things that, like, should not be exposed, like, that's one thing to um um budge in on someone else's privacy, but to also record that without their consent or permission or whatever, and then also distribute that on like fake accounts, or um like make money off of that, as if it's like revenge porn or something, or like release it on dark web or some kind of energy where they're profiting from it, either by like um screwing with my identity. um and this is just like in the aspect of like adult arena, versus also whatchamacallit, my finances and loan applications and stuff like that, just dumb shit. So yes, I would naturally feel, there's a part of me with that feels natural resentment that would like to push further, for the maximum penalty, not just through payables, but also through jail time, no bail. Um, like, mm, that's, there's nothing that I did to call for that. Like, that just shows how sick someone is. And even if you could mm, diagnose that energy as like mentally unsound, it doesn't alleviate all of the actions that transpired consistently while holding a firm position within um, a, a large financial industry. You know what I mean? Like, how can you say one thing's true for one side and not for another? How could you, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I just have to trust in the, like, with the good services that I'm doing and um who I help, who I influence, that these big sharky scubas are gonna come through for me and penalize that energy to the fullest extent. Um because like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, I am considered an asset to these larger entities, these highly substantial entities. Um, and so, I just, that's the only thing that makes sense. Um, yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing, like, well intended as well as ill intended, kind of like trying to like shift things there. Um, yes, thank you. My favorite Christmas movie? I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot, right? I think a classic for me is for a child, like Polar Express. I like Tom Hanks in that, and the feels of that. Um, there's a lot though. I like Christmas with the Cranks is also a favorite because I have this nostalgia with Jamie Lee Curtis, and um she's and she's so varied, and she's in kind of like the same like league, and that I put as like Joan Cusack, just very like just wholesome, but also can be, can do this character and that character. um uh yeah, and um I don't know, there's plenty of Christmas movies though. I can't remember them right now. Virginia, I've never been to Virginia. Thanks. Yeah, I like Jamie Lee Curtis. Um, mm, there's nothing that I can think of that I haven't like been, there's nowhere near that. Even with John Cusack, they play um lovable characters. I mean, even when it's like a drama, just very, I don't know. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis rules. I can't think of another Christmas movie though. What the heck? What fell here? This one right. Okay. This way. Internal, external energy. Internal, external. External. All right, the moon card, extroverted in reversal. It's external energy. Okay. Or it's external, okay? So this is formulated in a person here, okay? So mystery. Initiate. That's what that card represents. Okay. So we have that energy here. Oh gosh, thank you. A Christmas Story. Oh, yeah, A Christmas Story for sure. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, probably the whole reason why bunny slippers got popularized, or bunny outfits, but I think that's why I got more interested in sewing, so I could make those like onesies. What else? Why are there so many mosquito thingies here? It's like in and out of here. Did I get it? I don't know. It seemed like when I did it, I don't know, when it exploded. Anyway, 9 of Cups, yay! This is good. This is external energy. These are initiates. People who are, this is a roundup, you see? This is kind of like a meetup or like a kickback almost. Because this is well intended. Okay, this is new moon energy, not the full moon. This is per throw, like in full out gear. This is an initiate, you know. This is about intentions and moving forward to that. That's extroverted. There's a huge emphasis in the mysteries, not the illusions, but the mystery of life and death, you know. And the transition, moreover, because this is this is about intentions. And this is more than talking about the new year ahead, nor like entering into a new portal. This is like baptismal almost. Like when you walk into a river, like you don't really know oh no, dude, I don't know what's underneath there. And so you always take the gamble of whatever like transpires in there, even if it's like your hometown river. You don't freaking know. It's a whole nother ecosystem. If you understand the dynamics of a terrarium, and that's above water, like can you imagine what can transpire over time? You know, down beneath. So it's like you don't really know. Anyway, same redhead here, okay? It's all upright, surrounded by, and it says happy birthday, so it really does feel like initiate energy. And like you got through it. You got through it, or we did. And so this is a huge roundup. This is not like the 6 of Wands where either people celebrate you or they have to pretend that they celebrate you. Like everybody is celebrating. A Christmas Carol? Which one is a Christmas Carol? Christmas Carol. I don't remember. We didn't put on any Christmas movies on this year. So it's hard for me to remember almost. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. you know, with age, the holidays and celebrations tend to dissipate. Like, things will never be the same again. But I'd like to believe that things um, will get better. Mm-hmm. And then you could always jumpstart it and create new traditions, and it doesn't always have to be affiliated with money, but conditions certainly cannot worsen from here. Um, yeah, they can't. um, oh yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge too. Yeah, definitely. Um, oh, or the Grinch that stole Christmas. That energy too. It's a common one. Yeah. But Scrooge is one of my favorite ones. That's something that I grew up with. Um, yeah, Scrooge McDuck. um, yeah, I would watch that constantly. Um, mhm, those are classics. Anything else from here? Okay, so your divine ho ho ho's has delivered. The stars in reverse. So there's hope within. Yeah, I can, from what we just talked about. Thank you. On DuckTales for sure. Um, yeah, that things can get better. I don't have to be, none of us have to be doomed into the idea that, you know, as we get older, we just have to let go and accept that this is just the way things are now. Um, I have a lot of miles still left on me. So, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what was gonna happen down the road, but I'm doing much better in acclimating to certain environments, removing myself from certain energetics or certain situations um, that disrespect my energy, um, or yeah, in any way. And that's a good lead. Um, mhm. So let's see here. What else? I mean, I suppose next year, if nothing comes through just yet, Two of Pentacles, things are already working. Like, this is almost like preset for a cauldron setting. Preset for a cauldron, you know, that's a dry cauldron right there, basically. You know, things are a brewing right now without the heat underneath them. So this is very chill in its alchemy. But I was gonna say that if nothing comes through, by the beginning of January, then I'll just start applying and go from there, because I don't control everything, but at the same note, like, something's got to pay for something, and you know, it's not going to prevent spirit from giving me what I truly deserve, you know. So it's just, we'll see what works from there. Yeah. All right, anything else? Gosh, it's been already 68 minutes. Wow. What? What? I think I'm supposed to be like having fun. I'm supposed to be dancing. I'm supposed to be, you know, doing those things, and like I don't really feel like it. Like going on a live and and just random dance. I'm not feeling it like that right now. And instead of feeling sorry for myself or any kind of shame, I realized that doing pole work actually really helps with my arm muscles. Like, it's almost like climbing a rope, a spinning rope. And and so it helps with my core, and It's so much more fun than a regular workout. So I don't really partake in that because, like I said, I think there's still like audio visual over here, but I can't let that stop me from, you know, learning how to belly dance or doing the pole work or doing, you know, other things like that. I just oh look, it's the Emperor. What? Okay, so a very big boss energy is coming through to me directly, like direct, on their way, like mark your calendar type of energy. Don't pencil me in, mark me in your calendar. This is accentuated. This is either like discreet type of energy or undercover or just one-to-one, like a DM type of energy, or but it's well intended, like very careful about their moves. This is external though. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? You know, I looked up Stray Kids. I think that's a boy band. I think you're severely mistaken, Sigmund. I mean, at first glance, I can't really tell. I don't know. Everybody has their own look these days. Mm. You're funny. Your grandmother taught you how to dance? Dude, um, I don't know how to really, I don't know, formally dance? I don't really know. Yeah, so, I think I should just, I don't know. I just don't, I'd like to have my privacy. Um, you know, I think everybody deserves a bit of that. Six of Swords in reversal. They said just chill. I mean, things are safe here anyway. Like, ultimately, I might as just, if I've done this, then I can do that, you know, under inappropriate surveillance. And so, you know, my Sharkies will come through. My Sharkies. They'll come through. So, all right. I think that's it for now. I want to, yeah, I think I'm gonna do some stuff. It makes me feel better and stronger and more fit. Six of Cups in reverse. Hold on. What's this all about? There's energies that are external to me that are ill-intended. Sourpuss energy. Why are we ending on that? Like, oh, okay. There's existence that things are chill and good. Um, like things are good as they are right now. Six of Cups, so there's what why though this? Like, I don't understand. What is this? Can I throw it back? Yeah, throw it back. Upright into 9 of Wands. Again, this is presence and showing up. Oh, you know what? Like, everybody should mind their own business. You know what I mean? Like, I should be allowed to live my own life, whether or not there's surveillance. Like, that just will take care of itself on its own. I think right here, the focus of what we initially started with is, if you're being like chased or monitored by certain energies that have no business in your neighborhood and your ongoings, then that'll take care of it. Like, how do I say it? Not only do I advance, but it squashes out the other energies. So how do I say it? No, I don't need to say that part of it. With the strength and the success that I have experienced, with the strength that I have uh, accumulated over time, and the successes that I have demonstrated on these one-offs, first time type of uh, assignments, like that. How do I say it? That's so powerful. That's so powerful that I how do I say it? It has the power to not, how do I say it? Things will work out in their own crazy way. Somebody who is doing me wrong, the energies that are doing me wrong or that have done me wrong, will energetically fumble. They will either slip up on a misspeak, or slip up and incur a fatal, if not life-changing accident. Something will happen where there will be the right trade-off for what they have done to me and my kids. So that's that. I mean, that's all that I need to, understand at this point. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just, as far as dance is involved, I think I'm just too much in my head. And with all this other stuff, like, it's not something that I can just like click into. I don't know. Oh gosh, what the heck is this? All right. Page of Wands and okay. 7 of Wands. Okay, it's 8 of Wands total. This is communication. This is leverage. Internal, external energy. Both of these are external. What is this? this is like a community of people with leverage, that mm, that want to play. Yeah, that's interesting. And they're coming at me, but not coming at me like, that's crazy. Okay. All right. I don't know what else to say about this. This reading is kind of lingering about here and there, and I'm not upset at it, but I'm used to getting from here to there and then this and that. And so when it lingers like this, it feels almost like loitering energy. And you know how I am with kind of like feeling like immobile. Um so yes. I always tend to forget to call out zodiac signs, but justice is definitely Libra. Yeah. Um yeah, I think um even though everything says just to kind of like stay put, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing for my for the sake of my sanity. um I think I have to start applying to other places, for a good measure, just because I don't know if the leads that are going to come to me um are all good intended, or if it's a facade, or if they're trying to control me, or just trying to wait out to see like how much longer will it take so that I will accept anything or less than what what I'm worth. I don't want to put myself in that position because that's been my experience for quite a while. Um, so I think that's just the way to go. So I'm not apt to just take anything. Yeah. Or, yeah, let people walk all over me, because they have a certain title or a certain recognition. Um, like, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because if those energies were going to come through, they would come through now. They would have come through last week. They would have come through last month. So I have to kind of see what possibilities are out there that might have a different agenda. So I'm not working on assumption. Look, it's justice. What the heck? On my thumb. Okay, and then what fell between my paperwork, my financial paperwork, is 8 of Swords in reverse. So justice will come through. It's like it's right like the back of my hand, you know? But like I could do myself justice as well. And I mean, this is an automated system where I will get not just what's due, but will free me up for real, for real. It landed like almost like filed into my paperwork between mortgage stuff and like stuff that already went to third party, like collectors stuff. So yeah, so it will happen, but honestly, like I've been waiting for a while, so I gotta just get a move on to it, you know, for my sanity. Coffee time. 4 of Cups is facing the top deck. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't understand, dude. Give me a second. I need a drink. I don't know. It says over here that, like, This is almost like ruminating, but like with eyes closed, you know. The Four of Cups is jaded and, you know, unenthused. What else? Apathy. Just maybe not seeing the whole picture, the big picture, because if I did, there would be one obvious one that's like one obvious opportunity Spirit is showing me to like celebrate and go with. But it's like an effortless discovery, and I don't understand what that means here. Okay. It's still telling me not to apply for jobs. It's still telling me not to. I don't understand. What the heck? So let me get, okay, can you just be straightforward with me? Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Temperance. Chill. Enjoy yourself. Holy smokes. Like, can you even? There's nothing else that's pictured in here except chill and enjoy yourself. You know? If there's wine, have a drink. Have a glass of wine, Tina. Seriously. Have your cake. Have, like, your meal. Like, enjoy your time. Seriously. What the frick? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Hmm. All right. All right. Fuck. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to end this reading and like I'm going to do takeaways after this because I don't feel any better, honestly. And that's, okay, King of Swords in reverse. There is, okay. So there's an external energy coming through. They are well intended for me. It's King of Swords in reverse, though. They don't really work the left nor the right-handed path. They work the middle path. So that's saying it's both, basically. A balance between the two. But they're here for me, and they are... detached. What is this? 100%, yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'll just take whatever I can from this hour, this power hour and a half almost, and go with that. I think there's a lot of energies here that are just cowards. And I think some of them are staying silent, but their energy is here. And that's why I feel like really groggy right now and going from here to there to this and that. So I don't want to waste my time any further, nor my true collectives. But for my trues, you know, Merry Christmas, you know, blessings be. And thanks for showing up to alleviate some of the bullshit. But I think I need a bathy. I need to clear off some energies and reevaluate. I am alive. I am healthy. I know what's what. I remove myself from situations and energies that are ultimate fuckeries, and I can trust in my divine connection. Not only am I talented and gifted, but I'm ethical in practice. I have wonderful, wonderful kids that are just amazing with their moral compass and their smarts to read the room, and more well versed and equipped in navigating than I ever was at their starting point. So, like, that made me feel a shit ton better for sure. All of that, you know? I still have my house. We were still not having a tree didn't forbid me from celebrating Christmas. um Thanks. Um yeah, definitely take care of yourself. I gotta remove some yucky energies. I don't have a SpongeBob plushie. SpongeBob was a little after my time, so anything that I've channeled that's SpongeBob is something that I just so happen to like channel. um the last time I did the candle wax energy reading, I didn't I thought Gary like I thought Gary was Squidward, but Squidward came to my mind, and I don't know why Gary was prominent, but both make sense in the reading. From what I channeled, like a crazy amount, like I've never seen those episodes at all. So that was just weird. um Sing you a song. I don't know what song. Uh, I don't know what song. Remember, I don't piss on command. Anyway, I'm glad. I do feel better. Like, just when you list out your blessings, like things that are non-negotiable, nor are they like unable to be tampered with for real, they're that stable. Like, nobody can take that away, you know? It's equity. It's yeah, so I'm like, that's a lot more than what people have in their lifetime. So can't go wrong with that. I suppose it's just understanding, like realizing that it deserves so much more or so much better. But like, it's there. Like, how do I say it? I'm I'm doing better, and it can only get better from here. Um, yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. All right, so takeaways time. 2 for my super duper refined divine collective. From here, starting from this one, as below. Okay, first off, tops and bottoms. Wait, we just do this? Okay. Okay, first off, bottom is Knight of Wands. Confidence in presentation, in delivery, in showing up, and believing that there are worthy others that are showing up, no flakes, right? 6 of Pentacles, a great exchange, a common exchange. I mean, this is good. This is reciprocation. This is wonderful to see. Preset with a table and then that's great. And then let me shuffle this deck also for clarifiers. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck is elemental of earth, being absolutely grounded. Top of the deck, no secrets of sauce, 8 of earth, mastery, skill set, definition, clarity in the definition. And this is wonderful. This is depicting, like, this whole deck is depicting the garden itself with the 8 of pentacles, and then the 9th one being an elemental charm. Thank you. All right, so 2 takeaways. All right, first one. King of Pentacles in reversal, internal, external energy. Well intended, ill intended, well intended. Inner circle. Okay, I don't know why we're doing this like this, but there are manipulative energies or gigolo type of energies. Just people who like, how do I say it? There's people who abuse wealth and power and status when they live closer to the level of like prestige and monetary value. There's some that don't have as much money, and those are considered and carry the same energetic imprint, like gigolo, like pimp energy. Um, and when I say pimp, I mean pimp like as in not a flex. Pimp as in like, I mean to take advantage of you for all that you've got, even though I have more money than you, and you, like, you know what I mean? Even though we're working under the same umbrella, that kind of energy. So these are, this is external to you. This is in your surroundings. It's not in your inner circle. I did verify that twice already. And so this is in your surroundings. I don't know why that's important to you, but we'll go ahead and find out. Okay, we'll get a second takeaway first. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm 5 of Cups in reverse. That's your second takeaway. It's a graceful goodbye. All right, so maybe those link up. It sounds like it does. Your first takeaway clarifier is the Star card in reverse in bulk. These are falling stars. So this is basically these energies, like, I don't think you really have to do much. Something that's already, like, their shine is fading, like their heyday is gone and done and over. They're actively, as we speak right now, yeah, they're actively losing prominence, prestige, shine, glitter, all of that. They're losing it. And so they might be losing it as well, but they're falling. This is their tower moment from the celestials. They are considered like dead and gone, you know. And that's that's the first takeaway clarifier. Your second takeaway clarifier is page or maiden of water in reversal. This is about self-love, right? And its youthful demeanor and having to say goodbye. So it's, you know, when a kid says goodbye, it's short and sweet. Like, no thanks. Like, do you want some drugs? You know those commercials. Do you want some drugs? And no thanks. And then you walk the other way. It's that simple. This energy, like that requires no more of me. Okay. And even at first glance, it's like, no thanks. Going away. Gonna go over there. That's what that energy is. All right, so this is good. Very simple from the complex, you know, arising from the complex. Yes, letting go of something. Thank you. All right, so 2 takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet. Okay. First one. Oh, that's all of it? No, just this? Yeah, just this. Put that away, put it away. Okay, before we get tempted. Three of Wands in reverse. Something is here for you. Something has arrived. Your ships are here. Okay. Oh, let me get the second takeaway too. Extroverted. Death in reversal, extroverted. A huge transformation, huge turnaround. I don't know, like maybe you gave up something, a huge vice. Like it's a huge turnaround for you. Like this is ultimately like, I will no longer do this, but it's not like a standard where you're writing it over and over on the chalkboard. This is something is here. Like this is like a glow up, like a this is even a glow up to your team if you're special ops, like because I did something like that, like you know, whatever that sign is. That's this is definitely like a huge improvement, a vast improvement in your team. This is wonderful. Like this is really great. Completion, yeah. Okay, so first takeaway clarifier for my partners in peace and quiet. Three of Pentacles in reversal, extroverted. That's weird. That's master number 33 here. But in reversal. All right, so it's in tow and it needs to be unpackaged. Whatever this partnership or like opportunity, like it's career, it's learning, like education, it's partnership, you know, it's co-creation, but successful at that, prospects. So they're being brought in on this ship, right? That's here, or the multiples that have arrived, and it's a matter of being unpackaged. So it has a Christmas element to it, the Christmas vibe to it. All right. Your second takeaway clarifier is yeah, it has like the fire truck appeal. Oh, okay. So this is okay. The fire truck appeal, and like you can it has arrived from Santa. You unpackage it. It's something that you can play with, because we see from the wands to the pentacle energy, that's like baseball and base, you know, and a bat. You know, it's a fire truck appeal, and after like something that can be played with. So that you'd be entertained by for sure. All right, so huge transformation turnaround. It's this. So these are pending invites here. This is but like the transformation here is not like the appeal of a yes man to every man. This is reducing, this is a refined audience, like a refined collective. So these are special invites that are not like, they're big, like they're big engagements, but it's in a form of like very selective. Only a few are invited to this. Let me get one more for you on that. That's kind of Six of Wands. Yeah, these are only select these are only for victors. You see the sky that's here too, it's death. This is only for those who know what this is about. This is only for those that have lived it, those that qualify. These are the ones that like have done it. And so these are like the ones that have succeeded as well. These are other victorious ones. This is like a new the new greats. Like the greats, this is like the newer cast of it. Anyway, newer generation of greats. Yeah, that's what that is. Hold on, they don't want me to word it like that. Okay. Okay, they don't want me to reference it as the greats, but this is and definitely is those that have experienced, like, these are the ones that know what this is all about. Like, how do I say it? That's so weird. No fakes here. Yes. And they don't want me to know like everything about this. This is like, there's discretion here. That's why it's so light and it's yes or no's. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. All right. Okay. My 3 takeaways now. Okay. First one. Six of Wands in reversal. Second takeaway. Five of Pentacles in reversal. Hold on. Yep, that's true. Okay. And then my third takeaway is Eight of Wands, communication. These are my 3 takeaways. What the heck is this? Okay. All right. So it looks like right now I am co-piloting, if not managing, the portion of my own personal partner in peace and quiet. I'm setting the precedence here and who qualifies and who doesn't. So far, I know who doesn't qualify, and I will expect nonetheless. Like I will not take anything near like what I've seen that doesn't succeed. I've given a lot of tries at that, and so this is meditating on who makes the invite list, basically. All right, that's what I'm getting here. That's true. Okay, clarifier to my Six of Wands in reversal. Inverted. The World card inverted. Yep. In reversal. So this is kind of like open applications, even if the positions are filled. Yes. Second takeaway. Five of Pentacles over the Five of Pentacles in reversal. This is master number 55, Master Explorer. Adventure. So this is truly the in-between, the limbo type of energy. The bardo. This is resourceful energy. Okay, that's fine. Third takeaway. Queen of, or Mother of Fire in reversal. I was going to say this is about like the mastery of a witch. Oops. Yeah, the mastery of a witch or practitioner at that. And fell in reversal again. Let me see here. Right behind some pumpkin seeds. Yeah, so this is the mastery of like a practitioner. This is doing with what you have, you know, at hand. Because it's not the things that make, what is it? It's not the things that elevate any energy, you know, whether you're trying to prove it like I'm better than you because I have this and that. Same as a level for a practitioner. They can prove to be effective, if not even more successful than those that have in excess. This is about the value of transmutation. Good night. All right. This is understanding alchemy through transmutation, especially when involving others, because yeah, for sure. Okay, it's very simple at that. So this is being highly objective. Because I think this is where I'm going to meet a lot of people, and a lot of people with prestige, and a lot of people with a lot of wealth. And so I have to be objective to what that might imply. Yeah, to gain the greatest perspective. And yeah, so that's that. Okay. All right, that's it for now. Jeez. This is kind of a serious read, but still good. I'm gonna get one card out of this just for the heck of it as a closing comment from, let's say, Hecate. Yeah, Hecate. The World card in reverse. Okay. It's not over till it's over type of energy. This is weird. Oh, yeah. There's still some energies about that have to be ghostbustered. That's what's happening, okay? All right, let me tell you something. Can I tell you? Hold on. Can I tell them? Can I tell them? Hold on. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. I think I can. They said no, though. No, not right now. Let me see here. Let me just double check. Ten of Swords extroverted. I think I can, though. Okay, I can tell you. Okay, I had to check the energy. It's a lot. Okay. I don't know why your energy dropped off. Oh shit. Sorry, I had to read this. Okay, as to tell you, we're all adults here, aren't we? If not, you gotta shoo your way out. So, when I worked, how much should I tell you? Just the short story version. So, yeah. Okay. So, let me see. Hold on, this is a lot. Okay, let me see. How do they want me to start off? Elemental Bear. I can freestyle it. I can just dish the cards like Gambit. Okay, so which is crazy because it's like just tell them, show them. All right. So when I used to work at an establishment, you have like fake names, right? Just for your own protection. Like if it was like a call center or whatever, you just have a fake name. And so because it is an establishment, there's a certain psychology that plays into it, right? And so my name would be that of a similarly associated what I need to censor this a sec. Similar associated warm star. So when I changed names, there were two that I'd selected on the last, trials, let's say. And so I haven't seen their stuff in a while. And I was like, okay, what's happening with them now? Now that I'm out of it. And I looked them up. I either Googled or YouTubed them or something. And immediately after, my internet went down. Like, not just for me, but for others, And so, like my son was like, "Well, just what happened to your internet? Did something happen? It was weird. Like we're like shut off or whatever." And I said, "No, nothing." Anyway, obviously they have inappropriate content, and so that's how I know. That's how I know I'm being like tracked, by certain like restrictive official energies, or maybe like if somebody tapped into my phone or internet or whatever, there's restrictions. Let's say if they did that using not their personal stuff, but let's say they telecommute and everything is like surfaced and connected through their work devices or their work connection. So it's either like a formal association that has restrictions on like that kind of content, or like my ex and whatever their affiliates, they, if they have a high position where they can work from home or whatever, there was some kind of tracking that like derailed the internet to the point where we had to like restart it or something. But it like had this blackout effect, and that's how I know I'm being watched by people. Like I know, like being tracked. And so I didn't do that really on purpose, knowing that, but like the affiliations are just so like keen, because I know, like, let's say if you're like I don't know, uh, a public service worker, like let's say you work for the city of so and so or whatever, you can't jump on a website or like look up that kind of content. Like it's all red flags from there. Like you got found out. And that's how I know. Look, it's Ghostbuster energy. Like I'm just doing my thing. It's Ghostbuster energy. You see that open portal right there? And it's like, I have to be objective when conducting my job, like businesswoman, mother, whatever, in my home. I have to be objective at that. And so, hold on. So over here, the Six of Cups in reverse, it's attracting those energies, like by default, into the trap pits, Lord. And then all of a sudden, psh, killer energy, assassin, got him, psh, laying him down. And then now I could dish it. Now I can tell you about it. I can tell you about it. That was just so like uncanny how that worked out. I don't even know. It just happened. Anyway, that's it for now. I just thought I'd let you in on the juicy gossip. In case people are wondering, like, what happened? Who logged into that? It was me. It was me. I was the proxy. Anyway, that's it for now. All right. Thanks very much for all donations. Provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Blessings be on this special day. All right. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, and prospects from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting, so love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, also free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. All right, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in these readings. Now.